Hey YouTube, long time seller here. Wanted to bring a couple of updates that have just been announced for this January on eBay. And first of all, one of the deals, the first one that's coming up is their item condition options. Now, when used to, you would select pre-owned clothing, and then it would be up to you to describe it in the description bar and things like that. So now they've expanded this where when you click on pre-owned condition, you, you have pre-owned fair, pre-owned good, and pre-owned excellent. All right, so they've kind of broken this down a little bit more for you. Uh, I To me, I think this has two ramifications here. First of all, it gives you a description here like pre-owned fair would be significantly visible flaws, heavy signs of wear, and or missing damaged components. Okay, so pre-owned good, gently used with light signs of wear and or visible flaws. Then pre-owned excellent, light new, previously worn with no signs of no wear. Now, as a seller, I like this because it helps me uh, select the give a better description for the item. Now, I already have a template such as this up on the wall and where I do my photographs. And when I list an item, I take a picture. I have a thing similar to this. And the first picture is the item. The second picture is the description where I use something similar to that. So the customer has an idea. And then I do my measurements and point out any flaws and stuff. And so eBay is doing some of this for me now. They're breaking this down now where I can add this in there. And the only thing that I can foresee, and I believe this will be a small percentage, but it will happen, is some customers, and I believe the amount of customers that do this would be in the minority, and I think less than 5% because there's there's always not good people out there. But anyway, I think people will use this as a gray area to return an item that maybe doesn't fit and say you described it wrong so they don't have to pay for return shipping. I I don't think it clarifies this. I think it opens it up to a broader spectrum of it's not described. You said it's gently used. Well, it's heavily used or it's mediumly used. So personally, I think this is going to be a small percentage. I mean, I have less than 1% issues with a customer trying to manipulate the return system. I mean, but it does happen, and I have a volume high enough in my sales that it happens several times a week to me. But anyway, so I do like. I think there's good and bad with this. There's going to be good and bad with any policy that comes up, and I see that it's going to help the sellers, but it those unscrupulous buyers that and this is the very minor minority of sellers that do this. I think they will use this to a disadvantage, but we'll see. Maybe it'll clear things up. So, uh, all right, now that's the item conditions. That one's rolling out. The next one is fees and financials. Now, your final value fees are going up. Everything has gone up over the past few years. Postal rates, oh my gosh. I'm looking at, I haven't raised my postage rates in 2 years. And it seems like I lose money on just about every single item I ship. And the economy is so tight, I've been reluctant to raise my shipping price and possibly drive a customer away. So, but now eBay is increasing their fees, their final value fees. And what this final value fee will be, let me pull it up down here. Okay. Coming right down here, the 2025 final value fee adjustments is going to be 0.35%. Okay. Now, granted, this that's not a lot. I mean, you're looking at uh, $3.50 on every thousand you sell. So if you sell 10,000 a month, you're going to get hit for another $35 a month. Now, Granted, you and me, I mean, I sell over 10,000 a month, and so am I going to miss the $35, 35 to $40 in fees? I won't notice it because it will be spread out over the whole big deal. But at the end of the month, that's $35, $40 less going into my pocket. I'm already having to deal with increased uh, shipping fees that it's just horrible. I've got Goodwill. I've pretty much cut out of my sourcing route because Goodwill is cherry picking items, especially here in North Texas. Stuff that used to be out on the floor are now out on the floor. They're pre-selecting that stuff in the back and they're diverting it to their own online, so they're in direct competition with us. So as a result of that and a couple other bad experiences with Goodwill North Texas lately, I just took the 35 to $40,000 that I would spend at Goodwill each year, and I don't spend it there anymore. So Goodwill, you just lost 35, 40 grand a year because of your policies and greediness. But anyway, so you're going to be in direct competition with me. I'm not going to give you my money. There are too many other options in Dallas Fort Worth, and I have found several thrift stores and thrift chains around that are giving me great deals, and I'm getting better product. So anyway, that's a little bit off tangent from the fees, but that's just how many things is made it that much harder to sell online. It's because we've got an increased product cost, increased shipping costs, increased selling platform fees. And it's not just eBay that's doing this. Macari is doing this. Uh, I believe Whatnot is raising theirs as well. I'll have to double check it. I thought I saw read something on that today. So anyway, it's getting more expensive to be a reseller. It's gotten much more popular over the last 10 years. It's really blossomed and blown, and it pumps a lot of money into the economy. But there's the big guys are getting in there now, and the competition is getting harder and harder and harder because even if you go to an estate sale or a garage sale, they're looking up on eBay. They're looking at their prices and they're setting their prices on eBay. I see this countless times, and it just it's just part of the cost of doing business. It's getting more and more. We have to be smarter and better buyers and sellers to keep up with all these fee increases. And of all the increases that I've experienced over the last 2 years, the one that has gotten me the most is the postal rates. Postal rates are outrageous. I just shipped a t-shirt to Hawaii. It cost me, this is going post office. It's the shirt weighs under 12 ounces and it cost me over $7 to mail this shirt to Hawaii. What the F? I mean, come on. I mean, it's bad. And used to, I would ship my jeans in the prepaid envelopes. Well, they jacked that price up so high that it's not even a money saver for me anymore. So anyway, selling's getting harder. We just have to be smarter and better better sellers, better buyers to be better sellers, and because fees are going up. Now, on the last thing here on this grow, I'm going to touch on this last little bit of news here. This grow your business buyer details feature for returning customers and send them coupons. And I started sending coupons out quarterly to past customers, and I have them separated by how long they've been a customer, how long they've returned, and so I'm sending create special coupons and sending those out. And my repeat buyer is up to 4.6%. And I remember when several years ago when 2%, you were doing good on eBay if you had 2% repeat customers. Well, now I'm pushing almost 5%, and I expect to see that grow because this part that they're developing here is working. So, and I suggest you go in there and create coupons and go in there and then create groups of previous buyers and zip them out those coupons. Do a buy two items get free shipping, or buy three items get 30% off, or however you want. There's so many ways to create coupons, and you can create several coupons and blast them out with those different coupons. Sometimes different coupons, the same customer, because maybe 30% off three won't entice somebody, but two with free shipping will entice somebody. So you gotta blast those out there. But I have seen a big uptick in my business growth and repeat customers by using those coupons. So okay, well these are the updates for eBay, and not just eBay. Some of this stretches across the selling on other platforms and stuff. So it's getting harder to be a reseller, and I don't mean difficult. The the increased cost caused us to be a smarter buyer and seller in order to maintain our profit levels. Now, granted, my profit levels have dropped every year because of the increased fees, and it's if it keeps going in the next year, and I'm reluctant to do this, but I may have to up my shipping cost, and I hate doing that because I'm afraid it may drive customers away. But I guess I need to look at the trends and see how other sellers in my categories are pricing their items for shipping, and see if I can slip in there without being the nail sticking up. You don't want to be the nail sticking up. You raise a price on something, you want to make sure that your price raise is in there with the market. You don't want to be so high that you're that nail. Because remember, the hammer always hits the nail that's sticking up. So, alrighty. Hey, well, anyway, long time seller here. I just want to bring you these little updates here, some news, and try to touch on this stuff each month at least for the different updates and things, and other news that I see that comes along. All right. Hey, well, everybody have a great day, and let's make 2025 best year ever for reselling. Have a great day.